Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor, and I'm going to start today's show with an interview that I saw that Sir Gordon Gekko did with this Charlie Ward guy that is going around the internet right now. I wanted to give all of my disclaimers first though, and the disclaimers are as follows. This guy may not know what he's talking about, but that doesn't mean that I'm not going to show it to you, because when I saw it, what he's been saying, he's basically been saying that he's got sources and all this, and they say that there's a new quantum financial system that's coming, and that it's happening at the end of August, and that Swift's going to be replaced, and all of the things he's saying are dancing around all the things that we've been talking about with XRP for the last 2 years. And so I'm not going to ignore it, and the reason I'm not going to ignore it is because I know that you are all a bunch of adults that can decide for yourself and read between the lines on what you believe and don't believe. Or if you think the guy's a nut, that's fine. Think that. He may be a nut. I don't know. But I'm not going to ignore it when someone is saying something like this and they're literally saying that XRP is going to be used. The guy is going to either be proven to be wrong, or the guy's going to be proven to be right. And I think it'll be fun to find out. But in the interim, I think it's fascinating, some of the things he's saying. And so I think you will too. All right. So I'm going to start. I've got 2 clips here. The second one you're really going to like. The first one is this.
I don't know. All I've been told by the people behind closed doors is that they're going to use XRP. Now, I'll be straight with you guys. Until they told me that, the only thing I knew about cryptocurrency was BTC, Bitcoin, and apparently there's 1,000 others. That's all I knew. So I'm well behind the ears when it comes to cryptocurrency.
Oh, okay.
So when they told me BTC, I just went out and bought some because they're at 9 pence each. And I remember thinking when BTC was $100 a coin, I should have some of them, but that's a lot of money for a coin. That was my first feeling. So when I was told that XRP was going to be, and it was 9 pence, I thought if I bought, 10,000, I think 9,000 of those, I thought, I'll have some of them at 9 pence each. Okay. That made sense to me.
So he's an XRP owner too.
I've heard of it. I know nothing about it.
And the Space Force and the quantum financial system. I believe there's a link there between the quantum financial system, Starlink.
Yes, that's
what I've heard. And the Space Force. I believe there's a strong link because the transition from this old economy to a new economy, there has to be some kind of. I almost said if the powers that be wanted to send an EMP to any nation and knock it over, they could do it in, I guess, a heartbeat if they wanted to. This is what I get out of the quantum financial system, where it's almost like a backup generator to the world, but it's not going to be a generator; it's going to be the new system.
Yep.
Do you believe that the old system to the new system? I know it runs parallel, like I heard you say, but will it be like a switch, like somebody turns on a light switch? Like it will just happen when people least expect it.
Overnight?
Well, I'll be straight with you. When they told me about changing from the fiat financial system, that's how they described it originally, to the quantum financial system, they told me that there would be a period where they would be parallel. Now, when I found out more and more about it, they're turning off the SWIFT system on the 31st of August 2020. They turned on the quantum financial system on the 2nd of August. So we've already had a month parallel and nobody knows anything about it.
Man, this guy's really putting himself out there. Should be an interesting 10 days either way.
Because what they're trying to do is make this transition as smooth as possible. Because I'm one of those people that I want the fanfare and I want to go, yes, we've changed. It doesn't seem like I'm going to get that moment. I think it will just gradually move across. Because I asked the guys that I talked to in America about, because they sent me the pictures of the new USNs, the new physical notes for America. And I went, oh, they're amazing. They look beautiful. And he's gone, Charlie, the public in America won't even know the difference. He said, we'll just filter them in and say, this is a brand new $100 bill. We just filter them in, and people think, oh, that's nice. They won't know anything about the fact that he said the actual structure behind the system is changing so that those notes are backed by gold. The old notes are not, and they'll phase them out and phase them in. And there's,
So basically, he's saying that the United States, we're going to have a USN, and you will the way I understand this. This is what he's saying. This is not what I'm saying. But it's fascinating because he's really putting himself out there, and in the next 10 days, I mean, he could be proven to be a complete fool or that he was right and that he knew something. But he's saying that there's going to be U.S. notes. They're going to be called USNs, and that's going to be our paper currency, and it's going to be backed by gold, and there's probably going to be a digital form of that rolled out over time is the way that I understand it. Now, the next clip, he makes his own price prediction, not my price prediction, his price prediction, he says it's based on what he was told. Listen to this.
Different accounts I can do it with. How it'll actually work. With the price of gold, that's easy. Price of gold against XRP, once the system is fully operational on the quantum financial system, and it's, this is just, we're right in the transition right now. It'll become very clear. I was sat yesterday talking to two different people, and remember I bought it at less than 6 or 7 pence. It's now at 9 pence. At XRP, this is how little I know about it. I spoke to two different people yesterday, two of which gave me what they thought XRP would settle at, and they were completely different. But both of them excited me. One said between 10 and 15,000 per coin, and I was like, yippee! And the other one was it'll be around 2,000 a coin. I went, yippee! Because even if it's 100 or 200, it's like brilliant from 9 cents or 9 pence.
So, in any event, that is not me saying that. I just wanted to show you what he said. Okay. But the way I see it, the way this is so fascinating to me is, here's a guy that's putting himself out there and putting a timeline out there, which, let's face it, he's probably 1,000% wrong. But isn't it interesting that he's saying it? I mean, so we'll see. Okay. Now, Brad Garlinghouse yesterday afternoon, after he did the that online call with Tom Emmer, and remember, Tom Emmer had said that he's going to begin. He is already accepting cryptocurrency, and you can go to emmerforcongress.com, and that's 2 M's if you want to donate to Tom Emmer, because he's one of the good guys that's helping us out in getting adoption for XRP. So Emmer leads first cryptocurrency town hall, accepts crypto contributions. So that came out yesterday. Now, this was used as my thumbnail yesterday when I did a video. This guy tweeted it out. Tom Emmer, the guy that said XRP is not a security in the stream with Brad Garlinghouse, is one of the earliest supporters for Trump. Here he is having dinner with him and a few others. By the way, I forgot. Sir Gordon Gekko had put this video up, and so go give him a subscribe. I didn't want to skip over that, and you can also follow him on Twitter at Gordon Gekko 369. And so didn't want to not give him proper credit there. Now, the next thing I wanted to show you is this. This is Tom Emmer with President Trump on Air Force One, and so. This guy's obviously close. And this picture right here, if you zoom in on that, that's a picture that's on one of Tom Emmer's websites, because I saw it yesterday. And that's Tom Emmer, and I think it's one of his sons getting married. Okay. NBK Crypto sent me this. Historic regulation is coming for cryptocurrencies in Europe. Regional regulators are readying a pan-Europe framework to support the long-term growth of digital assets. EU is in the final stages of this historic proposal for cryptocurrency regulation that aims to jumpstart growth in crypto-related businesses. The proposal has targeted a release in September. Things are changing, folks. And then we had this from this guy, CIMB Malaysia Ripple. They're a Ripple partner, as I recall. Tingo Zafril, former CEO of CIMB, now has become the Minister of Finance for Malaysia. That can't be a bad thing for Ripple. CryptoDim sent me this. 50 billion of cryptocurrency moved out of China, hinting at capital flight against Beijing's rules. See, these countries like China that think that they're going to control the money for the rest of time, I believe they're going to find that they're wrong. Over 50 billion moved, and then it says Chinese citizens are only allowed to buy up to $50,000 of foreign currency a year at a financial institution. The report said this could point towards the possibility of Chinese citizens using cryptocurrency to move their money out of the country. I'm sure that that's going on. Now, the Flare token, everybody's been asking when the Flare is going to do a 1-for-1 with XRP. So for every XRP you own, you're going to get one of Flare's Spark tokens. Okay. So everybody's asking, well, where am I going to be able to get, that? And so the answer is, the answers are starting to come out. And because Flare tweeted this out, and this is why Toho are awesome. Toho Labs laid the groundwork months ago. Ledger devices will be able to claim Spark. So they're saying that Ledger Nano S, your Ledger Nano S and your Ledger X, you will be able to get your Spark tokens if you've got your XRP on that. Also, CryptoView sent me this. BitTrue had announced that they're the first exchange to announce support for Flare Network's distribution of Spark tokens to XRP. So if you have your XRP on BitTrue, you will also be able to receive the Spark. So if you've got XRP there, no worries. Now, I had an interview yesterday with Michelle over at, she's the VP of marketing over at Uphold. Okay. And I asked her about whether they were going to support, Flare, the Spark token, if you've got your XRP at Uphold. And this is her answer. Let me back it up.
It's similar to a fork, right? When there were forks that issued the 1-to-1, first and foremost, we want to make sure the project is legitimate. Like you said, they haven't released all the information yet. So our team is researching it as much as they have information. And as soon as we know what the details are, we'll share it with the community. As long as it has legs, so to speak, and it's legitimate, and then there's no big bells or flags or alarms going off. I'm sure, much like every other fork or similar product that's had something, there will be honoring of that. But again, it just comes back to how they're doing it, when they're doing it, and really our team having the transparency to do the proper due diligence on it.
So their Uphold is doing their due diligence, but the bottom line is that it sounds like they intend to support it. So we'll stay tuned on that. Now, Tika Tiwari, for those of you that don't remember this guy, this is the guy that was on Glenn Beck's show. I believe it was back in 2018 or 19. And he was basically showing how the big money people were doing a head fake, and they were investing in digital assets while they were trying to scare the public to sell they were trying to drive the price down while they were buying over the counter. And so he tweeted this out, yesterday. Every 25 years or so, a new technology comes along that's so disruptive, it completely shakes up the business world. This new tech makes some people very rich, while at the same time destroys entire industries and eliminates millions of jobs. Now, this is the part that I wanted to kind of show you. See, he says, here's the ugly truth of every technological leap forward. All technology breakthroughs eliminate jobs, even entire industries. That includes your job and maybe your business. Blockchain will be no different. but it also may help you figure out a brand new way to make money. And it could certainly make you very rich as an investor. You see, for the first time in history, we have an asset that allows you to directly profit from a technological shift, cryptocurrencies. And I believe cryptos will capture a large part of the market and ultimately transfer trillions of dollars in wealth into the hands of those who set themselves up now. This is so correct. But there's a way, there's a silver lining, folks. What he said in there is that, like, from the current events, we're seeing all these layoffs. If you type in layoffs on Google, they're everywhere. Michigan permanent layoffs suggest thousands of jobs may be gone for good. We're seeing it everywhere, okay? I've shown you things with airlines. Well, here's the silver lining, and it goes right in line with what Tika Tawara is talking about. And I talk about it all the time. iTrustCapital. I have a Roth IRA with them. You can invest directly in Bitcoin, XRP, and other digital assets, as well as gold that is on the blockchain with an iTrustCapital IRA. In the description of all of my videos, there's a discount a discount code for you as well. But for those of you who haven't seen it, I want you to watch the video so you can understand how this iTrustCapital, and you're able to roll over. So if you've lost your job, you're able to roll over a 401k and other types of retirement plans that you have with your business. You just need to contact iTrustCapital and they'll answer your questions on all that. But watch how this works. Really cool.
Every year, billions of dollars go into cryptocurrency and physical gold IRAs. IRAs are one of the best ways to build wealth because of their tax advantages. The problem is that many companies offering cryptocurrency IRAs have transaction fees of up to 15%. Even worse, many physical gold IRA companies have spreads of 30% or more, starting your investment off in a deep hole. There are also companies pushing checkbook LLC IRAs, which are complicated to set up, legally questionable, and leaves clients with all the risk. So where can you find an easy-to-use, affordable company with 24/7 trading access of digital assets in your IRA? Introducing iTrustCapital. iTrustCapital provides the simplest, most transparent, and liquid way to invest in cryptocurrency and physical gold and silver in your IRA. With just a 1% transaction fee, you can begin trading hassle-free 24 hours a day. Assets are custodied with SunWest Trust, which has been in business for decades and has over 11,000 clients. Cryptocurrencies are safely stored with our institutional custody wallet partners, while physical gold and silver is deposited in the highly secured vaults at the Royal Canadian Mint, and ownership is ledgered on a blockchain. So if you don't like paying taxes every time you trade, like paying the lowest fees and having 24-hour liquidity of your investments in your IRA, then iTrustCapital just may be the right fit for you. Visit us today at iTrustCapital.com to learn more, or call us at 866-30-TRUST, 866-308-7878.
So there you go, and there's the number if you're wanting to give them a call. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe. Hit the like button. Tell your friends and family. iTrustCapital is the way to go. All of my trades in and out in iTrustCapital are tax free. If my XRP went to $100, I could sell it and incur no taxes inside of that Roth IRA. That is cool. Thanks for listening.